Hi everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Sam and Max. So, we have an alien spaceship to look around, so let's start looking.
Looks like some kind of weird alien radio. It's the elevator's emergency recall button.
Boscow was about to moo at us.
Moo!
Hey Max, what do you think this thing is?
Calibrating. Complete. I now have mastered your primitive but no less valid language. Please choose from the following topics of conversation.
Who are you?
I am this craft's artificial intelligence. I supervise the operations of this craft and the activities of its crew.
Where's the crew?
They are currently occupied with the craft's primary mission. They will arrive shortly to detain you for your own safety.
That doesn't sound very good.
What happened to Boscow?
The intruder made unsanctioned use of the time shuttle.
How do we use that elevator?
Simply choose a destination. Additional destinations can be opened using convenient pre-printed time cards.
Huh.
What are my options?
My personality can be configured to respond in the style most appropriate to the user. Please choose from the following options.
See, it's politically correct now. It can be suggestive, abusive, or passive-aggressive. Because it's most disturbing, we're gonna go with suggestive for now.
Suggestive.
Oh, that is exactly how I like it.
There we go.
We'd like to get a time card, please.
I cannot print a time card until the captain chooses a destination.
Aww.
How do we use that elevator?
Print out a card to where you want to go and insert it slowly into the time card reader.
What happened to Boscow?
Boscow made illicit use of the time shuttle and just savaged history.
Where's the crew?
Don't worry about them. This moment is all about us.
Who are you?
The better question is, who are you?
Okay, so we've seen that.
What are my options?
My personality can be configured to respond in the style most appropriate to the user. Please choose from the following options.
Abusive.
Good choice, moron. Did you come up with that yourself, or did your idiot friend help out?
Who are you?
Did it ever dawn on you I might be the ship's computer, moron?
Where's the crew?
They're away talking to people who aren't idiots, which means they're luckier than me.
What happened to Boscow?
Oh gee, I don't know. Do you think it might have something to do with screwing around with his history, Brainiac?
How do we use that elevator?
It's a time machine. You get time cards. Figure it out, moron.
We'd like to get a time card, please.
I cannot print a time card until the captain chooses a destination.
Aw, I wish he'd say something else there.
What are my options?
My personality can be configured to respond in the style most appropriate to the user. Please choose from the following options.
So, the only one we haven't checked, well, the only one we haven't checked yet is this.
Passive-aggressive.
Selection acknowledged. I'll just alter my entire personality matrix to make you more comfortable.
Who are you?
Oh, nobody. Just the one who controls all functions of the ship's computer. That's all.
Where's the crew?
Oh, I don't know. They're off somewhere, leaving me to take care of everything.
What happened to Boscow?
Oh, he just interfered with causality, leaving it for the rest of us to clean up.
Basically, yeah.
How do we use that elevator?
Just print out a time card whenever it's convenient for you. Don't worry about wasting paper or anything.
Okay.
So long.
Fine. Leave. It's not like I was still talking.
Yeah, but we don't care.
Appears to be made of the finest leather from only the finest in mutilated cattle.
Don't joke about that.
Oh, I'm gonna joke about it all I want.
Moo.
Bosco's oppressors could spring out of there any moment, ray guns blazing.
Let's see what else is sitting around here for us to mess with.
There appears to be an 18% loss of efficiency in the starboard tachyon pulse perambulator. It'd take me 4 days to fix.
You have 30 seconds.
That's pretty typical of Star Trek, yeah?
Either we've seen a huge spike in theta wave radiation off the port bow, or I have no idea how to read this thing.
Either or, really. So, what do we know? Not a bunch.
The spaceship's artificial intelligence unit is stuck on the elevator.
So let's get out of that for a second. Before we actually use this elevator is a time machine, as the computer kind of hinted at and kind of told us. But essentially, we use time cards, and when we get time cards, we will stick them in these slots. We use time cards to pick a destination, then travel to there.
Moo.
So, would you quit mooing at me? So the only one available is Bosco's time card from 1963. And Sam has really good aim with that.
Bosco's again? How'd we end up back here?
Judging from the lack of safety railings and ready availability of guns and ammo, I'd say we've gone back in time. Seems to be sometime in the early sweet mother of mole saws.
You fools gonna buy something, or do you want to make a baby?
Well now.
That's one hell of a choice. You want to clarify that?
You must be Mrs. Bosco.
That's Ms. Bosco. I don't want any part of your oppressive patriarchy.
Fair enough, ma'am. Miss, you.
Who are you?
Sam and Max, freelance police.
Finally, the police. Maybe you can help me catch that fool.
Which fool did you want us to catch exactly?
That man who just came in here yelling about conspiracies and busting up the place.
Bosco always did know how to make a memorable first impression.
Can you tell us more about the man who trashed your shop?
He took one look at me and screamed.
That should narrow the list of suspects down to any man with eyes.
Then he stumbled back and ran right into my baby maker.
Ouch!
That sounds way too painful. It really does.
We can't take the case, but we'll keep an eye out for your vandal, Miss Bosco.
I swear if I ever find him, I'm gonna make sure he gets no pleasure in this life.
Ah, I haven't heard a tale of motherly love like that since the Manchurian Candidate.
And as they're being, well, as you have probably deduced by now, but as they're pretty much outright saying, the person who came in here and wrecked the place was Bosco. Like he said, he came in here, ran around, screamed, saw his mom, and yes, this is Bosco's mom.
We're here to help your son.
I don't have a son. You think it's not enough I'm a businesswoman and inventor? A woman's only useful if she's got a son.
It's not that. We're friends with him.
Well, acquaintances.
We know him.
We've spoken to him more than once.
Doesn't matter. I'm not defined by my children. But when I do have one, she's gonna be the most perfect little angel.
Yeah, don't count on that. But let's get a little clarification on that buy something or make a baby.
What was that you said about making a baby?
I'm made uncomfortable by this line of questioning, Sam.
That's just 'cause you're scared of a world where career-minded women don't need to be tied to a man to have a family. This ain't the past anymore. It's the 1960s. They can talk about putting a person on the moon, and I can invent a baby-making machine.
That makes... Well, doesn't make a whole lot more sense, but it does explain those earlier comments.
Well, how does this baby-making machine work?
You just take a DNA sample from the mother and the other person and combine them in that machine. Let it bake a couple hours, and you've got a beautiful baby girl. Or boy, I guess. I've already got my own samples in there. I'm gonna test it out tonight after closing.
How do you get the DNA samples?
Isn't that obvious? Saliva, fools!
Well, naturally.
Ah.
Of course.
Where'd you get the father's sample?
Oh, him. Well, I was just in Washington, D.C. for a special occasion, and when I was touring the White House, I met a nice man in a dark suit. He was polite and didn't say much. Seemed like his spit was as good as anybody else's, so I picked him.
So, an unknown man in a dark suit, huh?
See you later, Ms. Boscow.
We're gonna pick up some swingin' 60s chicks and start a groovy hullabaloo.
Men.
Cut it out, Max. You don't even like girls.
Oh, right.
You got a problem with women?
Nah, just never interested. With all the general malice I have to get done in a day, girls are just a huge waste of time.
I have never been as turned on as I am right now.
Problem?
You just never found the right woman, and I never found the right man. Forget the baby maker.
Catastrophic temporal anomaly detected.
Run away with me, Max, my white stallion.
Curse my irresistible animal magnetism.
This is not good.
Miss Boscow, I really think you should reconsider.
I can already see us, living next door to that nice detective.
Well, it would be nice having someone to do my laundry.
You don't even wear clothes.
And yet I always end up with so many blood-stained shirts. 'Tis a mystery.
Yeah, well.
Think of your children. What about that?
I won't need kids once I have the love of my Max. He'll be my new little pet project.
Max just isn't that into you.
Oh, geez, Sam, show a little tact. What he means to say is, there is absolutely no way, no how I would ever be interested in you until the day the Earth is consumed by the flames of our exploding sun.
You say that now.
Very, very bad here.
Max is belligerent, recalcitrant, and quite possibly psychotic.
So you're jealous, is that it? Want to keep him all to yourself?
I never knew you felt this way, Sam.
Temporal anomaly detected.
Shut up. It's not like that. Max is no good for you.
Oh, I can fix him.
I don't think anyone can fix Max.
Max doesn't even like girls.
They're a nuisance at best.
Hasn't been interested since... Well, when did that start exactly?
I think it all goes back to that time we were... No flashback? Okay. Well, it's been ever since junior high.
Seriously, Max has never been into girls, ever since we were kids.
I can change that.
Ooh, boy.
I'm a bad seed. I can't be faithful to just one woman.
Oh, I'm enough for at least a dozen women. You dog, you.
We're from different worlds. I'm from Earth, and you're from the freakiest planet of the freak system.
Opposites attract, baby. You're the only man not falling over himself to get me.
This is not good.
I'm president of the U.S., and you'd make a lousy first lady.
You just don't know what you want. I may not be the first, but I'm the last lady you'll ever need.
Huh.
I'm married to my career.
They had the ceremony in Canada because it's legal there.
All those excuses you keep making just prove you need me.
Stubborn, isn't she?
Just looking at you repulses me.
And that's from a guy who has a 12-volume scrapbook labeled Things I Have Shed.
You can try to push me away, but I know how you really feel.
I think I'd rather take napalm and an IV drip while being pulled through a wheat thresher than spend another second with you.
You can't get rid of me that easy.
Napalm and an IV drip isn't enough? Ugh.
Look, lady, you just don't get it. I'm just not into you.
Keep on protesting. It just makes me know you're the one.
So, her main attraction to Max is that he wants nothing to do with her. Huh.
Nations rise and nations fall, but those hot weenies will outlast us all.
It's very possible.
9mm hollow points are always special. The one constant across all human cultures of all times is a massive amount of waste. They're
They're beautiful. Whee!
Hey Max, remember that old carbon dater we got from Sybil last year?
Yeah, we gave it to Boscow so he could keep scanning his weenies.
Looks like he's made some modifications to it.
Really?
It's our old carbon dater with Bosco's printer attachment.
So it prints things, huh? Now let's see what happens when we scan each other here.
It printed a time card with Stinky's logo on it.
Stinkies, huh?
It printed out a card with the Intergalactic Freelance Police logo. Sounds intriguingly futuristic.
So this gives us new time cards for our machine.
What was that?
It printed a time card with a presidential seal and some strange numbers.
Huh. Now let's go ahead and put those time cards in our slots here. 1963. 2108. They're still alive in 2108? And 1980. Huh. What else can we find around here?
Baby food and bum wipes. If you use less of one, you wouldn't need as many of the other.
But that only works one way.
What a waste. What a senseless waste.
Huh. Well, before we examine this baby maker, it's time to cut the video. When we come back, we will continue to examine Mama Bosco's store here for more clues as to who Bosco's father is. Take care, folks. See you then.